Wim has already gifted 5 members. Shout out to everybody. We are live. I didn't even tell anybody that I was live. I was so excited when I saw Wim. Wim gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Wim, for doing that. You are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Damn, that just makes me feel like I gotta set the bar higher. Hold up. I gotta like do it extra times harder on this one. Let me make sure and let everybody know that we are live. We are live now. Um, Thank you, Wim, and shout out to the new members. If you received a membership from Wim, make sure that you drop some hearts in the chat for it. Oh my God. So I did not sign up. Apparently, I have to re-sign to all my accounts. I don't know why, but apparently I have to. This pisses me off. Um, this is so annoying. Hold up, y'all. I have to let everybody know that I'm live. I'm live. Thank you, Wim, again. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is so annoying. Every once in a while, my damn computer updates, and I have to talk about this because there's a story behind this whole Ti and Tiny coverage going live. Now, let me let Twitter know that we are live. I'm gonna let who else am I gonna let everybody on Discord know we are live. I will be greeting you guys in a minute. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. Yeah, my system updated and everything is gone. I don't know where my Discord's at. Well, damn. There's a story of that. Hopefully, I don't know if Pika or Vic is in the chat and can let everybody know that we are live. Thank you, guys. Shout out to everybody. I hope you guys are hitting that like button. Thank you. Uh, Give me one sec. We are almost done here. And then we can get started. I should have just done the intro, but I didn't. I was so excited. Thank you so much, Win, for gifting. You're awesome. Okay, I think I could let everybody know from my phone. Everyone, we are live. All right, I got to tell you guys a story as to why I'm covering this. Hey everybody. ASW. Hey Kitty Coo, T Marie, Wim. I see everybody. Chico, thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys. Who did I see? Kitty Coo, Ika, T Marie. Thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Brianna, welcome. B Tim, Chaos, Rosewood Thorn, Generally Jenny. Don't forget to thank the gifter if you've gotten a gift. Absolutely. Thank you, Generally Jenny, for giving everybody the heads up. Chrissy B, Tricky Vicky, SW, Tiffany Smith, thank you for being here, love. Thank you for being here. Who else? Leah. Happy Sunday, Lexi, Texie, Chrissy B, and Stacy. All right, I think I let everybody know that I'm here for the most part. Okay, and everybody can just come in. So, all right, Tiny and Ti. I did a lot of coverage. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. I did a lot of coverage on Tiny and Ti when my channel first started. Actually, the coverage of Tiny and Ti, the defamation cases, the alleged victims that came out was actually what got my channel monetized is that coverage. I did a whole playlist on it and really broke down a lot. And so I was like, I could never just walk away and not really talk about what's going on with that lawsuit. Okay. Back about 2 years ago, 2 years ago, can't believe it's been 2 years, 2021, there was a woman by the name of Sabrina Peterson, who, my goodness, there's all these flying floaties, who came out and made a bunch of allegations against Tiny and Ti, Tamika and Clifford Harris. For those that don't know who they are. And so she was recruiting people. And at the time that this story broke, I remember that there was like 32 alleged victims that had come out and were speaking out against Tiny and Ti, making all kinds of allegations. And Sabrina Peterson herself, people were like outraged because, she herself was making these allegations and allegedly was part of whatever uh, uh, thing that they had going on. Allegedly, it's been said out there that Tiny and Ti, they get down what they get down. Okay, they do the parties, They, the menage a trois. I mean, whatever they do in their bedroom, that's what they do. And allegedly, they tend to sign. It's been said that people sign like NDAs so that they get into bed with them. They don't talk about what happens there, right? So here comes Sabrina Peterson with this attorney by the name of Tyrone Blackburn. Now, the name might sound familiar if you've been watching or following the Nicki Minaj lawsuit with Jennifer Huff. Okay, Tyrone Blackburn, who they both Sabrina and Tyrone aligned themselves like this and started this campaign where they were collecting victims that were willing to make all kinds of statements against Tiny and Ti. And Tiny and Ti, through those allegations, they lost jobs, they lost like a lot of stuff happened to them. Well, here we are 2 years later, and now the tables have turned, my friends. The tables have turned. I have a whole playlist on this whole thing that I covered. My goodness. But it's just like so interesting to now see kind of where we are. Yes, I'm talking about T.I. the singer. T.I. the singer. T.I. Clifford Harris, the singer. Okay. And Tamika. Okay. Harris. All these are the singers. Okay. I was a fan of T.I. when he first came out. He hasn't his music is not what it used to be anymore. But I was definitely one of like the biggest fans of him when he first came out. Hey, everybody. So I'm going to start by reading this article, and then I'm going to start by going into some of the things that this woman did. Okay. So now Sabrina Peterson is ordered to pay 5 figures in legal fees to Ti and Tiny. Okay. Woo-wee. See, this what happens. On October 16th, T.I. and Tiny merge victorious in their battle for legal fees with their former friend Sabrina Peterson, according to court documents obtained by RadarOnline. Peterson has been ordered to pay a substantial sum to the couple after most of her claims in the lawsuits were defeated. A recent hearing took place regarding T.I. and Tiny's motion to recover legal fees from Peterson. The couple's attorney, Andrew Bretler, and his team successfully persuaded a higher court to overturn a lower court's decision that favored Peterson. Sabrina Peterson, and Tyrone Blackburn were submitting complaints to the DA in California and the DA in Las Vegas. They were like relentless in this, okay? They were pushing for there to be an arrest, for TI to be convicted of something. Yeah, that's why Renee, I mean, because he was really on the low low. Some of you guys may not be familiar with the music. I know I was a lot, because that's what I listened to. But he they collected victims, and then I'm just like wondering what happened to the 32 alleged victims that they collected. Hey, Kiva. Just wondering, because nothing came out of this whole situation, nothing, right? So, a recent hearing took place. We read that the heart of the matter was Peterson's responsibility for the 164,000 legal fees occurred by Ti and Tiny while defending themselves in this case. Although the lawsuit remains active, many of the original claims have been dismissed. Peterson contested the request for legal fees, arguing that the bill was excessive and lack of evidence for certain hours billed. However, in the recent hearing, the judge sided with Ti and Tiny, granting them $96,000. The minute order stated that the court finds the basis of its experience with fee rates in Los Angeles area, and based on the representation set forth in Bretler's declaration, the fee rate requested by the Harris's defendant was reasonable. Peterson was given 90 days to pay the amount. Peterson responded to comments on social media users made regarding the court's decision on a post shared by the Shade Room. Update: Sabrina Peterson to pay Ti and Tiny 100K after judge ruled for her to compensate their legal fees must pay in the next 90 days. 90 days. Yes, he's a hip hop artist. Oh, you used to, Melissa? Back in the Ford Focus. Oh, the Ford Focus. I know, right? I know, I was obsessed with T.I. for I think I had, like, a girl crush on him back in those days. I think everybody did that I know. But then, I don't know, I just, shit changes, people grow. Um, and then she puts in her IG post, "Unfortunately, everybody doesn't know how the legal system works. So far, the people that have elementary law degrees, this isn't a win for them. Our actual trial date will be set December 11th, and when my damages are calculated." Heart. This lady is so. I, Sabrina Peterson is ridiculous, and I will show you guys the coverage and the extent that I went. And I'm not saying that Ti and Tiny are innocent of anything. I don't know what happened. I just think that Tyrone Blackburn and Sabrina Peterson alignment was a fucking joke. Like it really was. It you could smell them trying to set something up was crazy. So back in 2001, Peterson sued T.I. and Tiny for defamation, accusing the couple of damaging her reputation after she publicly accused them of various forms of sexual and physical abuse. Among her allegations, she claimed that T.I. threatened her with a gun, stating, "Bitch, I'll kill you." I remember that. I remember when she did that video. I think I still have it somewhere. Tiny responded on Instagram with the now deleted post. "Hold up. So you want your abuser to train your son now? When did you say my husband assaulted you?" There was a video of when Sabrina was like taking her son to TI and calling him nephew and all this other stuff. And then suddenly Sabrina makes all these allegations against TI having used a gun on her. It was just the craziest thing. "Did you change your mind or changed it back? What's up with you today, Pooh? I'm confused. Stop harassing my families, you strange. Everybody knows you've been special. Please get help." This was Tiny's little response to Sabrina Peterson. In her lawsuit, Peterson also accused the couple of subjecting her to online harassment. T.I. and Tiny denied all allegations, asserting that Peterson's reputation had been tarnished before their statements. And that, my friends, is true. Sabrina Peterson was she dated a man who mysteriously was killed. I say mysteriously, not you've been special. I say mysteriously because she accused this man of giving her HIV. She purchased a billboard, okay, posted it, and accused this man of giving her HIV when she was just a side piece. Yeah, Sabrina Peterson cut this girl's face. Okay. So Sabrina Peterson was like something else. Okay. And she was making these allegations as she aligned herself with Tyrone Blackburn, the attorney, the new up and coming attorney that was looking to find clout out of celebrities. That was crazy. Tasha K, I'll never forget the day Tasha K wanted interview Sabrina, and that shit went crazy, and they went at it. It was just the most interesting thing ever. But yes, question: wasn't Ti who was the whole controversy about his taking his daughter to the doctor? Yeah, sweet potato. There was that controversy too. This is the thing: is like it never. For me, it wouldn't surprise me if they have victims. Allegedly, I'm gonna say that it wouldn't. It just wouldn't surprise me. But Sabrina Peterson was not the person to be the forefront of this story. She was collecting these victims. I'll show you guys a little bit more. She was collecting all these victims through an IG account, and she was making them get together and give them these like sex trafficking stories so that they can move forward with the lawsuit against Tiny and Ti. This was going to be a huge thing. Matter of fact, the attorney, who the fuck was it? Who's the lady? Allred. One of the Allreds, the daughter. What is her name? Put her in the chat, please. She was supposed to also represent one of the victims and then slowly and silently walked away from the case. It was interesting. It was interesting. Nothing came about it. This was supposed to be like the next Me Too movement lawsuit. Okay, so Tiny and Ti denied all allegations, asserting that Peterson's reputation had been tarnished way before that. Before the statements, their lawyers characterized her as an adjunct liar, a convicted felon with a lengthy rap sheet for crimes involving dishonesty and violent assaults, and has a reputation of being unscrupulous. Oh, yes, she does. The rapper argued that any statements made were not defamatory, but constituted an opinion, and the couple demanded the case be dismissed. So this was the story of 2021 when it came down. Yeah, thank you, Rabbit. I didn't have to actually look far for factual details. Jam, thank you. So let me take you guys to a playlist. This story, the coverage of Tiny Ti, was really what monetized my channel. This was back before I showed my face, which was just crazy. I did a whole playlist on this, and I was like, let me start by showing you guys where. Oh, is my sound going in and out? Microphone problems? Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Lisa Bloom, thank you. Yeah, Lisa Bloom walked away from representing anybody. That's what it was. T Salas, can you guys hear me? Let me know. Drop a rabbit in the chat. I'm gonna play this, and this was back. Shoot, when did I drop this? Literally, I can't believe this is like 2 years ago. Okay, this is crazy. Now, better, better, better. Are we hearing? Okay, this is before I started showing my face, and I was more so. I wasn't going live. I was just uploading. Let me play this video here.
Your model victim. When you approach the Not Your Model Victim Instagram page, it is a very cryptic looking type of page. I think part of it is because the message is very strong. So in there, there's a quote that says, "There's no such thing as a model victim," and it is followed by Sabrina Peterson and Tyrone Blackburn. Okay. So as I'm looking in here, one of the things that I found very interesting was, and it stood out, was this page was only following one person. When you hit the following, you will find that it's following Tyrone Blackburn. So as I exit out of that and really just start thinking about, well, okay, so is this the web page that the 32 victims, that the, however many they have now, alleged victims are coming to reach out to Tyrone? Is this the way in which they're reaching out to him or Sabrina Peterson? How are they coming up with gathering these victims? That was my biggest question. When you navigate to an IGTV, you will find a movie that's about 5 or 6 minutes long. Okay. And 5 or 6 minutes long, and you're hearing Ti speak from that iconic statement that he made on his IG Live. They basically took his voice and edited it into this.
I want to be clear about one thing. Women who have been victimized deserve to be heard. Women, black women in particular, should be supported, protected, defended, and uplifted.
Jane Doe one. And as I'm hearing the stories, I'm realizing that this is very similar, or at least the stories are, to the letter that Tyrone Blackburn wrote to the district attorneys, to jurisdictions, for a criminal referral. Now, mind you, in there, in the Instagram page, it says the following allegations are part of a criminal referral sent to the following agencies, and it names all of them, right? And it says right here that at the time of the video that Ti and Tiny had made any statements. Clifford and Tamika have not confirmed or denied the allegations, and we are unaware of any ongoing criminal investigations. The problem that I have with this is that it also names Nellie in this video, but the letter doesn't name Nellie. So Nellie's thrown in there.
Forced her to open her mouth and swallow 8 ecstasy pills. Throughout the duration of her time with Ti and Tiny, the duo forced her to engage in sexual acts with different women against her will. In 2014, Ti and Tiny forced her to have sexual intercourse with rapper Nelly against her will.
The duo forced her to engage in sexual acts with different women against her will. In 2014, Ti and Tiny forced her to have sexual intercourse with rapper Nelly against her will.
Nelly wasn't part of your criminal referral on the first letter. Is he now part of the criminal referral? Is that what you're saying, based on what's being alleged? As you're navigating to the website, I realize that they also have a notyourmodelvictim.com website. When you go in there, okay, and as you can see, we're going on it right now, you start seeing that they're trying to develop merchandise based off of this movement. Okay, so at some point they'll be selling shirts. Matter of fact, you even have people making comments. Can't wait to get my shirt. Okay. So I'm thinking, all right, well, let me think of the many ways in which merchandise can be used. Maybe it's going to be used to benefit the victims, something to that effect, right? Maybe it'll be used to pay the legal fees or help them one way or another. Okay. But here's the other thing that really I found interesting and that I was really taken back by. At the end of this video, this dramatized video, there is a, basically PSA saying that if you have been victimized, please contact 1-855-9-VICTIM. Okay, so in a basic Google search of that, this, just the way it looks, spelled out 1-855-9-VICTIM. If you Google search that, you're going to find it in there, and you'll find it very closely related to the victim's number, right? To a victim's agency, a government agency. And then there's like 4 or 5 other agencies that are following this number. The only difference is it's off by a digit. Instead of a 9, it's a 4. Okay. So my other thought was, well, why would they make it so close to the government number? That's a little bit misleading, right? Not only that, I'm sure the government wouldn't like, those agencies wouldn't like that as well. So I called the number, and the first time I called it, I got a voicemail that sounded like this.
Please leave your message for 40499.
All right, I called it again, and the second time, I heard a female answer. It wasn't a hello, thank you for calling, not your model victim agency or anything. It was just a regular hello. I left it there, but the voice sounded very familiar to me. And I'm going to put it out for the record. I think that was Sabrina that answered. Now, you guys can not believe me and be done and leave this channel right now, but I'm going to show you how I even connected that it was Sabrina that's been answering these calls. So I called the number again, and I called it under *67 to block my number, okay? And if you guys heard, it is a traditional leave a voicemail. There is a number, and I'm not going to release it here, obviously, but there's a phone number that's out. So I pulled that phone number, and I decided to do a verification search just to see where this phone number is coming from, where it's generated. So it led me to the potential hit that Sabrina P, a name of Sabrina P as a potential owner. But obviously a potential owner is not enough for me to say 100% this is Sabrina Peterson. So obviously it's time for a burner phone, another technique that we would use for an investigation. And this time with my burner phone, obviously I'm not going to be able to, I don't need to release my personal phone number. It is a burner number.
Please leave your message.
And so then again, we have no answer. And so then we leave that alone. Of course, we definitely don't want anyone to get wise of what's going on, but we left that alone. As a burner number, you're also going to have burner text messages. I get a text message from a 404 number. Again, same area code, very much likely Atlanta, okay, but different number. And the text messages is hello, nothing else. So I said, all right, well, this is a different number. Let's do a real thorough search on this phone number. And we do. That search led us to the Pretty High Co. website.
the application that she filled out to register her business. And that number is listed under that. And of course, we cannot release that information in our channel, therefore putting her, and her family at risk of someone getting information from this channel to contact her.
Woo-wee. It is amazing to look at these videos. So this is how so she was she was so what she was doing is that she was having these people, these alleged victims, she was putting it out there. She was telling people, if you've been victimized by Tiny and Ti, please reach out, not your model victim. And back then, her and Tyrone Blackburn were collecting victims' information so that they could put it together for a case. Tyrone Blackburn is the attorney, right? So he's over here petitioning and putting in criminal referrals for Tiny and Ti to be like arrested, and all this other stuff, right? So he's spearheading this. As soon as I drop this video, I'll never forget. Tyrone Blackburn, stop following the Not Your Model Victim IG page where all these alleged victims are coming through and giving their story. Like, that was so freaking crazy. And Tyrone Blackburn, like, I think that he got wise of who Sabrina Peterson really, really is. And he just walked away, right? So I kind of like, I mean, yeah, we went extra here. Hold up. Let me see if I could play because there's even more to this. Sabrina Peterson went as far as to do a polygraph test, right? And that shit intrigued me even more. She wanted to prove that she was not lying. This was back in 2021. This is how far this woman went. This woman is, I'm just saying, like, this woman is dangerous, okay? People have been scammed by this woman. This is why when she said that she was getting all the not your model victims, all the victims collecting all this information, it just really concerned me. Let me show you another piece to this.
And then she also did a post. Let's talk about why Sabrina Peterson's polygraph test is invalid, why it can be looked at as a fake. And I'm going to give you guys some reasons why. Here we go. During the time that Sabrina Peterson was taking this polygraph test, she made a lot of social media postings about it. She made a posting about looking for a polygraph examiner. And then she also did a post of her with the cuff being set up to the machine to take this test. We all saw that, right? And then she also aired out the results.
Without putting it on him. I don't know how to do that. How do you do that? I guess I gotta do it this way, and hopefully it just sees me, right? Can it just see me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Ready? It's just on me, right? You can see.
So Sabrina, first of all, we just completed the test, and the way that I valued the chart, I valued it myself, but went through also two separate computer algorithms as a second opinion. We actually checked here three questions. They're actually the same about whether or not you were held at a gunpoint. And so we have three pertinent questions. In 2007, did T.I. Harris pointed a gun to your head? You said yes. Second question was, in 2007, did T.I. Harris pointed a gun to your head in Tameka's home? You said yes. And in the third question, in 2007, did T.I. Harris threaten you with a gun pointed to your head? You said yes. Both based on my evaluation of the charts and based on those two computer algorithms, my conclusion is that you told the truth on those three pertinent questions. You're telling the truth, and based on this test, you indeed were held at the gunpoint in Tameka's home and by T.I. Harris.
Thank you.
The polygraph is a tool, and it's admissible in some jurisdictions, but not all. Not every courtroom uses it. It just really depends on what they're trying to clear out. But like every tool, it has its best practices. And based on what we saw with Sabrina, it doesn't look like any best practices were followed. Okay. And this company, Global Polygraph and Security, they have a couple of sites in different states and whatnot, but they are pretty much top notch. When I checked into their website, into the BBB website, and saw that they have a pretty good reputation. But here's the problem. when you go into their website and you check their procedures, right? And they tell you, and this is available, you guys can do this research and check it yourself. It tells you what to expect. Let's talk about their procedures that they list on the website. Okay. Number 3 really stood out to me because it says it is highly recommended that the examinee and client refrain from any discussion regarding the primary issue which led to the examination. Furthermore, a conversation should be avoided regarding consequences or sanctions following the test or any verbal dispute conflicts which may influence the reliability of the test. Okay, so influence and reliability. So Sabrina Peterson had posted, what time and date is the lie detector test? Shout out to the Shade Room. As you can see, we have 2 postings from them, which gave us a timeline. And so then the Shade Room shared this on the 29th of January, which the date of the test is also listed on the 29th of January. If you go to number 3, again, saying that it is highly recommended that the examinee and client refrain from discussion regarding the primary issue, which led to the examination. All right, so the public was well aware. I'm assuming that she might have gotten a reference from someone to say you need to go to this agency. So when you navigate to the website, you will see, especially in the news area, there is an article there that features an interview with the president, the owner, which his name is Ode Gelfer. I don't want to butcher his name, but the article is really just about the polygraph test finding new life in the age of Me Too. So as far as how then that affects his influence, if a client comes to him, right, and they're very high profile and they're wanting to prove their credibility, um, and you're using this tool, and of course, this is the age of Me Too, how does that play a role? How does Sabrina's situation, how does the fact that, forget Sabrina for a minute, but Tiny and T.I. being high profile, how does that play into the influence of some of these agencies? Because at the end of the day, she was able to get that polygraph test, on the 29th, right away. On pre-test area, number 3, the number of relevant questions is determined by the nature of the case and cannot exceed 4 unique questions. The limit is a professional standard from the test reliability standpoint and has nothing to do with pricing. There are no surprises during the test, and all questions will be reviewed with the examinee before the initiation of the lie detector test. The problem that I have with that is the questions and the verbiage of it. A lot of people were stuck on, why is it past tense? Why is it in 2007? T.I. Harris pointed. It was written different, right? And so then I wonder how much of that has to do with trying to help her prove her reliability. The year indicates past tense. So a better way to really ask this question would be, in 2007, was Clifford Harris point a gun to your head? And it's a yes or no. If these questions were reviewed by the person applying the exam, was this noted? They're developed by Sabrina, but they're reviewed by the person applying the exam to figure out if it's something that's measurable through the tool. So why were they written the way they were written? These questions are very directed, and it's almost like the attempt to reassure that this event not only happened in the year, but it did happen. Number 5, no other person except the examiner and the examinee is allowed to be present in the examination room during the test itself unless an interpreter is required. And we're going to go to this little website that you see in there called the American Polygraph Association Model Policy. But the problem that I have with that is that somebody had to have taken that picture. Or did Sabrina take that picture herself? She just turned the camera around and took it, which means that her phone wasn't off. Okay. The other side to that too is, if you guys remember when they were reading the results, she couldn't figure out how to turn the camera around so it wouldn't face the examiner. This doesn't quite make sense to me. Maybe it was the examiner that took the picture for Sabrina, which I highly doubt it, right? Like, examiner is the president of that whole agency. I don't know if anybody noticed that. His name is in that examination. So he's not even following his own procedures. Now, on number 6, it says the GPS examiner will review the examinee general background and life experience to customize the best test for him/her. Why, and I ask it right there, why would we need to customize a test for someone? And I was looking into this a little bit more because it sounds like a lot of the tools are adapted from studies that obviously they have done before, but specifically from the state of Utah. The state of Utah seems to be really the leader of polygraph examinations, and they tend to do a lot of those out there. So I'm just kind of wondering is what was weighted in. So if Sabrina is not a credible person, if her background, if she's a convicted felon, right? If she has been accused of stalking, if she's had stalking petitions in her background, why would they choose the exam that they chose to give her? What is it about this exam that would help her situation? Because mind you, she's paying them, okay? And she's telling them what it is that she's trying to clarify and prove. Let's talk about this American Polygraph Association model policy. When you go in there, it takes you to one of their site documents, and you have all the 9 through 11, okay? And that makes me very much believe that the polygraph for Sabrina is invalid, even though the allegations allegedly might be true that T.I. put a pistol on her head or pointed one or whatever. This polygraph is invalid. And let me explain to you what it says here. And this is coming straight from the American Polygraph Association, which says number 9, no one other than the examiner and examinee should be permitted in the examination room, except in circumstances in which the examinee requires an interpreter to communicate effectively during the examination. I don't think she required one. Number 10, referring professionals' attorneys should be permitted to observe the examination through a video monitor or reviewing the recording at a later time in order to minimize distractions and outside influence. No interaction should occur between the examinee and observing professional after the onset of the pretest interview. However, the examination may be terminated at any time. Okay, so again, what was the distractions? We don't know. You know, they do record polygraphs while they're going on. That's the other thing. She wouldn't have needed a camera. She could have asked for the recording. Number 11, due to the sensitive nature of the information discussed during the polygraph examination, agency policy or court order. Okay, so I highlight these 3, you guys, because I want to show you how these 3 were violated based on model policy that the association recommends. You fucked up this polygraph because the thing is that the president, the guy that conducted the polygraph, that wrote the rules, said that you need to turn off your phone. Okay, that's one. The other thing, no one's supposed to be in the room. I don't think anybody was supposed to see her with the blood pressure cuff picture. Just putting that out there. You fucked up this polygraph.
Ooh.
And even if something like that did happen where T.I. put a gun in your head in 2007, the information that you paid for is not really reliable. You might have to go get another one done. I would just advise that you don't talk about this shit. And I don't even, there might even be a policy about how many you can get done in one sitting. Just saying. Swipe.
Oh my God, man. Jesus, I was so mean. I should have stayed anonymous, huh? Hold up, y'all. Let me, this was, Lord have mercy. I had a whole playlist on this girl. So yeah, so this is what she did. She came out and she did a whole polygraph test. I hope it's my foot headphones. Hopefully you guys can hear me. She did a whole not your model victim. She was doing polygraphs. She was posting it up because she wanted to make sure. I know these are old videos. These are about 2 years old. This is what got me monetized, honestly, covering some of this. I did say the F word. I said a lot of F words. I still do. I haven't quite changed that. But this is damn, like I just can't believe it's been that long. So this is really the whole list. And I knew that her and Tyrone Blackburn were watching a lot of the content that I was doing, and I heard, matter of fact, I think Zonique, which is Tiny and Ti's daughter, at one point had liked one of my IG posts when because I was very active. I'm not as active on IG anymore, but this girl was doing the most. Shoot, let me see. She was doing the most in the ATL in Atlanta. Hold up, let me see if I is this the one? I mean, I was going in and breaking everything down when it came to this girl
I
because
don't want no voodoo on me.
she was
Let me
doing.
read this comment. This is some street shit.
Hold up. This is Gabe. For those that know some of the ATL people out there,
Let's pretend that
she was doing the most in that area. Hold up, let me play this one. This will give you an idea of who Sabrina Peterson really is.
one. And when you meet this person, let's pretend that you meet someone. And when you meet this person, you start talking. Maybe you see each other around, maybe you don't. It could be a hit it and quit it, say you never did it situation. I mean, we know that there's some of those out there. And then suddenly they start leaking out your address to social media because you won't respond to their calls. What if they purchase a billboard and they put your face up there and said that you gave them a disease, an incurable disease, okay? And now you are being harassed not only by your work, but maybe by your friends, family. They're questioning your behavior, you're sleeping around, whatever that may be. So after being accused of having this disease, after your address was leaked out, after you've been stalked and harassed and followed, and people are questioning your health and your behavior, after all of this went down, the person then decides to go get testing. So think of it this way. You get accused of having a disease. Your address gets leaked, okay? This person is hounding you, asking you to go get tested because you have a disease. All right? And then come to find out that after your face was on a billboard, this person didn't actually test for a disease until days after that billboard was up. Imagine the embarrassment. And that is what the receipts for Gabriel Brunson tells us. We're going to show you guys exactly what we saw. We talked a little bit about Gabriel Brunson.
This girl was doing the most. So yeah, that playlist is there for those that want to watch it. Again, this is before I was really showing my face.
Let me read this comment. This is some street shit.
People
This
were
is street
making
shit, and I
all
hope
kinds of
that
allegations. Hold
I can
up.
handle what I'm getting myself into. Well, this is live right here. I don't want no voodoo on me. Please don't put no voodoo on me. I'm a very.
She was known to put like voodoo on people, all kinds of stuff, yo. I'm telling you, there's so much. So it's so interesting to see here we are 2 years later and her lawsuit is where it's at right now. I was like, wow. And we have yet to find out who the 32 alleged victims of Tiny and Ti, who are they?
I'm a Christian, so that probably wouldn't scare me, but please don't do that to me.
Stop canceling and start
That's
coaching.
her.
Stop canceling and start being there. Stop canceling and start loving. Stop canceling and start understanding. Stop canceling and start growing. You know what I'm saying? You want to cancel everything till the day comes to smell cancel.
Lord have mercy.
What do the people of Atlanta?
And a lot of people, by the way, would reach out to me about the girl, about Sabrina. A lot of people would contact me and say, like, Rabbit, you don't even know. You better be careful. You better be careful. That's what I would get. Yes.
Look at the uncles. Look at the uncles, man. Look at the uncles on the uncle job.
That's Ti. Okay, and then Sabrina's son was there, and this is the post that Tiny was talking about. Like, how are you going to call him your uncle when you're over here making all kinds of allegations about him?
Yeah, man. Hey, you're right. Come on, man, get it together. Doodle.
Yes, she did.
There you go. Hey, that's it. You good. Big man.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at the uncles. Look at the uncles, man. Look at the uncles on the uncle job.
Look at y'all to shoot up. Yeah, hey, get
Crazy.
right. Come on, man, get it together. Doodle. There you go. Hey, that's it. You good. Big man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Crazy, huh? So a lot of this was just old videos.
Very happy to hear my voice, but I think it's probably a sense of relief to be able to know, like, hey, you know, the person, you're saying, like,
This girl tried to kill another woman. I mean, it's a lot, you guys. It is a lot. See what else I can play in here.
Come on in the room.
This is
We are
Gabe.
not done talking, honey. Please. Won't even let me even see who's viewing. What?
This is the woman that Sabrina Peterson like cut. It was very scary.
Sabrina's friend, and anybody that doesn't know what's going on, Sabrina is the girl who put out the story that she had a gun held to her head by T.I. and that she has been so traumatized about what happened to her in the situation, but she allowed, you know, her kids to be around him, you know, just 2 years ago. But she said this happened 12 years ago or however many years ago this happened. So this is Megan. Megan actually was a victim of Sabrina. Sabrina actually physically harmed her with a cutting tool. It was a what'd you say it was?
A razor
blade, right?
A razor blade, like completely cut her.
Yeah, a razor blade.
A razor blade. Okay, so you were once her friend and she cut you, right?
She went to jail for that, I believe. So this woman, I cannot. Let me share another one here because this one was when Tasha K and Sabrina Peterson had that phone call. That shit was so funny.
I'm probably a little bit older than you.
Sabrina, what is your age? What does your age have to do with the truth?
Listen, I pray for a young lady that has to sit around.
Listen, why are the fuck are you calling me? You said you said
you don't know.
Listen, I'm eating my snapper. You motherfucking said
you put all that man business out there and let the woman come on there and say it wasn't that man's house, and it wasn't. That's clearly his home.
Sabrina, what are you talking about? What does that got to do with the gun to your head, bitch? What does it have to do with you and that Smurf-looking ass lawyer?
Tyrone Blackburn.
And them motherfucking lies you done told, bitch. You're mad. You're mad because I put your motherfucking shit out, bitch. That's what you mad about. Yeah, that's why you calling because you mad. That's why you motherfucking calling because you mad. And guess what? I'ma drop that girl interview that you cut too. Because you're unstable, bitch. You didn't cut that little girl for taking your car. You didn't cut that little girl for taking your car.
Listen, let me explain to you.
What's up, Brenda? No, because you said no. I'm just trying to figure out. You said you got your lawyers. You got your lawyers. Why the fuck are you calling me? Bitch, come cut me. Bitch, come cut me. Bitch, come cut me. Sabrina, do you know how stupid you are? I just got your motherfucking ass on video talking about you gonna fucking cut me. Now what, bitch?
I said if we ever
what, bitch?
If we ever got into an altercation, my exact words, if we ever got into an
No, that's not what you said. I got it recorded, bitch. Why would I run up on you? Why would I run up on you? And that's not what the police report says. And that's not And that's not what the police report says, Sabrina.
You're ugly. Do 50 reports, baby.
Sabrina, that's not what the police report said. Bitch, you went to jail. You went to motherfucking jail because something is fucking wrong with you. Something. You want me to pull the receipts, bitch? Do you want me to pull the receipts, bitch?
You gonna sit on the phone and tell somebody about them?
Bitch, you want me to pull the receipts? Do you want me to pull the motherfucking receipts, Sabrina?
You are
No, you document why she ain't drafted. Why in the fuck are you on the phone? Because you're all talk. You're all fucking talk. And bitch, you met your motherfucking match, okay?
Listen, you can't find a man. No, you can't keep no man. I understand.
Bitch, what are you talking
She's
about?
married.
I'm married for 15 years. Where's your gay baby daddy? Where's your baby daddy that you told everybody that he was a transgender because he didn't want your trash ass fucking pussy?
Oh
Where
my
your baby daddy at, bitch?
Oh
my God.
Listen, I need for you to listen. This is not about
Y'all hear this? This is Sabrina Peterson. Bitch don't even know she about to be live tonight. Keep talking.
My face was shiny as fuck like yours. I would listen. Let me explain.
Go ahead, girl, because you called. You called because you mad.
Don't worry about me, baby.
Bitch, my job is to worry about your lying ass, bitch. Your job, my job is to worry about your lying ass, bitch. You done met your motherfucking match, bitch. And I'm going to expose everything about your lying ass, bitch, okay? And I'm going to be following this fake ass case that ain't gonna never get motherfucking filed. So you and that toy ass motherfucking lawyer
my
can
goodness.
kiss my motherfucking ass, okay?
Oh my goodness.
Ma'am. Focus on the 4-5 lawsuit you have right now.
Okay, bitch, and guess who paying for that lawsuit, bitch? Guess who paying for that lawsuit, you dumb bitch? So you go ahead and you file that lawsuit, and I'm gonna use this motherfucking video against your dumb ass in court, bitch. Go right ahead.
I'm gonna make you give me your Jerry curl juice.
What?
I'm not even gonna sue you.
Sabrina, are you serious? Do you hear yourself right now?
And your $2 decor and your
Sabrina, do you hear yourself right now?
This didn't age
Bitch,
well,
what
by
does
the
this got to
way.
do with the facts? What does my Jerry curl juice got to do with the facts? What does my Jerry curl juice got to do with the facts? I will never, bitch. I will fucking never, bitch. I will never. And listen, you call me and I'm going to stay on the phone until you hang this bitch up. I'm drunk. I'm drunk, bitch. Bitch, and you're fucking crazy. Have you taken your medicine today? Have you taken your motherfucking medicine today? Have you taken your Zoloft, bitch? Have you paid your probation fees, you dumb bitch? Have you paid your probation fees, you dumb bitch? Because you are a bitch. Because you are a motherfucking bitch. You call me, bitch. Why ain't your lawyers handling this, bitch? Because you ain't got no motherfucking lawyers. Now send them. You dumb bitch. Yeah. What the fuck wrong with her?
I'm probably a little bit older than you.
Oh yeah. Not so. Listen, I mean, this didn't age very well. Chico also gifted. My goodness, sorry, I'm behind. Chico gifted 5 members. If you guys got a membership from Chico, please drop a heart. Thank you, Chico. Brianna's been a member for 3 months. Thank you. Chaos has been a member for 3 months. Happy Sunday to you, love. Tiffany, thank you for the $2. You are awesome. Only Alicia Michelle. Thank you for becoming a member. And Wim just gifted another 5 members. You guys, make sure you drop some hearts to Wim if you got a membership from any of these people. Thank you. This is how intense this was, okay? Now, I'm a little surprised. I guess I'm not surprised because Tasha K is in a whole different. I don't know. Ever since the whole Cardi B lawsuit and the outcome, she hasn't quite been herself, I would say. I'm not seeing a whole lot of like, exclusive tea, exclusive wine anymore. She's kind of like hasn't been around. I mean, she was on it. Let me show you guys this tab. Look, Tasha was the one that was reporting everything. She was out there interviewing people that knew of Sabrina. So again, Sabrina was the one that was coming in here collecting all of the victims, alleged victims of Tiny T.I.'s information, along with Tyrone Blackburn, the attorney that he's kind of like one of those ambulance chasers. Let me see if I can find him here. Tyrone Blackburn. I'm not a fan of Tyrone Blackburn. Oh, this is him. This is him right here. Hold up, y'all.
Unfortunately,
This is him, young guy looking for a moment and looking for somebody to pick up like cases. That's who it was. So he was spearheading it. He was submitting all of these complaints to the district attorneys here. This is him, attorney representing women accusing TI of abuse. Speak after LAPD confirms active investigation. And what came out of that investigation? Nothing. Okay. But because he aligned himself with Sabrina Peterson, and there was this really weird connection between him and Sabrina Peterson, I think that that's really what effed up this whole situation. Dizzy, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me hit play. Y'all can watch.
I have not heard back from any of the local police departments in Georgia. I don't know what their deal is, so I can't give you a status update on that. I have been speaking to federal prosecutors though, and to the certain agencies which I can't name, that are located in Georgia. So they are interviewing the women. They know who the women are, and right now we're just going through the process of collecting and securing corroborating evidence.
This is who Tasha called the Smurf attorney, okay?
And solidifying all of these interviews. None of the women know each other. They've never met each other.
No, that's a lie.
I've gone through great lengths to ensure that remains
That is a lie.
So the integrity of the investigations remains.
That is a lie because they all met each other through the Not Your Model Victim page. Lord have mercy, it's all coming back to me. That is a lie.
High. There is no connection and no nexus between the current investigation that is active in Los Angeles, the police report that was filed in Las Vegas, and the forthcoming report that will be filed again in Los Angeles. I do not want to put an artificial timeline on having anything completed. I want to give the investigators their time, and the time that they need to thoroughly investigate these claims. These are serious charges. It's not something to be rushed through. So I would never want to force them or to place on them an artificial timeline. Let them do their work and let the chips fall where they may.
He never addressed it. He hasn't said anything. Nothing has come about this whole situation. Never said, like, he just let it go. Truly, he just let it go. And I think that is the most upsetting piece, is that if you say that there are so many people that came out and spoke against Tiny and T.I., okay, and there's victims. They said it was 32 victims. Where are these 32 women? What happened to them? You can't just put that out there and not put anything as far as the conclusion of all of this. This guy he's just a fraud, in my opinion. He's just a fraud. This girl is, Sabrina is not well, okay? Not well at all.
Narcissistic tactic to silence your victims. The fucking jig is up.
This was her.
The jig is up. To the mayor of Atlanta, the jig is up. To all you fucking celebrities that have motherfucking done wrong to my motherfucking black women, the jig is up.
This is what it was. This is the energy that we had.
You use the position we gave you against our women. It's up and it's motherfucking stuck. All facts, no lies. I ain't gotta tell one motherfucking lie. I'm not letting one person lie. Because the truth is enough to stop the fuck shit. Keep my motherfucking name out your mouth.
This is not
stopping until we don't need no money.
Girl, not oh my God. Let me stop, because you say that person's name and she just appears out of nowhere. I'm starting to think Jada Pinkett is the new Jaguar Wright at this point of YouTube, because I just cannot. Night Charm. Listen, it's a lot, but she's in court and it's not looking in her favor, and it's looking like she's going to be having to pay 5 figures in legal fees. All of this. If it was up, then where did it go up to? Nothing got stuck. Nothing got stuck. You never believe. See, here's the deal: is I believe that there might be something going on personally, right? Because let me tell you guys something. I was in the mud when it came to this story. I really was, and I was seeing all kinds of stuff. But Sabrina Peterson collecting this information was not okay. And Tyrone Blackburn was truly the person that was he was looking for that case to become rich off of. It did not really surprise me when he connected with Jennifer Huff. And listen, I told people, I said, y'all got to be careful with that attorney because he's not in it for the right reason. He was looking to be kind of like the next, Bloom law firm, that kind of, exposing all the sexual stuff that's going on in Hollywood. That's what he wanted to do. That's why it never panned out. But these people lied. And for me, being at that time, I wasn't even monetized. I was this little, I think I had maybe under 3K subs. And it just took a couple of things putting together, and then I was able to figure out this lady is a fraud. She's a fraud. She really is. She was up to no good. She was looking to get rich, and there have been people out there that have been scammed by her. We have all those receipts as well. She was doing all kinds of different things, but that's just how it is. People believe what they want to believe. Yeah, there's something going on. I definitely believe it, Chico. Definitely, definitely. There's been rumors in Memphis with Tip and Tiny. Yep. Mhm. Mhm. I made you laugh, Lynn. Thank you. But I wanted to talk about this one, especially given the new updates with that whole lawsuit. And again, I put the playlist in the description box if you guys want to give it a view. Y'all can see, and then you'll be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What is all this?" Right? And let me know your thoughts about it. I mean, I'm just reporting. That's all. That's all. I will let you guys go, but let me shout out everybody. Brianna, thank you again for being a member. Tiffany, thank you for your $2. Chaos, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Chico, again, thank you for gifting. Only Alicia Michelle, thank you for becoming a member, love. Wim, thank you for gifting 5 members. Dizzy, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Wim, thank you for gifting 5 members again. And you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. It is so interesting to see some of this content from like 2 years ago to where I'm at right now. I'm just like, I can't. I cannot. It's crazy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one. I got to go tend to baby bunny. Have a happy Sunday. And I'll probably be live later. We got some other stuff to review. Bye, guys. Rabbits out. Oh, where's my exit door? Where's my exit door? Bye, guys.